ita Mzansi wafethu. It's your boy Lebohang, Cheezboy Mokoena, your host at SoccerBeat wafethu. Yo, I got so much to unpack for you guys wafethu. I got such a very special guest. The man has done it all, guys. The man has done it all. The man has played overseas. The man has played for two biggest clubs in the country and for the national team. And you know what? Let me just not keep you guys waiting. I need you guys to hang in there. Just keep on watching. There's going to be a lot that we're going to be unpacking today. My guest for the day is none other than the killer himself, Katlego Mphela. So before we get into killer, guys, don't forget, like, subscribe, and leave a comment, because today me and Killer are going to be breaking things down, guys. Killer Mfethu, welcome, Mkhotsi.
Thank you for having me, Mkhotsi. It's always a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you, Ngwaneso Mfethu, man. No, I just want the viewers at home, just hang in there, guys, and listen to what me and Killer are going to be breaking down. I mean, first thing is first, Killer Mfethu. Let's just hit the nail straight out here. Killer, Mfethu, mulai. Mfethu, you know what? We had a great day today, Mfethu. Before we get into things, Proaka, we just got a new member, the Betway ambassadors. I think it's the right time for us to welcome Yele Sulunyani to the team, Mfethu. I think, a great inclusion to the team. And, hopefully, we work our way up and make sure that all the fans and everybody that's supporting the Betway Premiership, will have all the joy and the fun seeing us and us entertaining them. So, your message, Mfethu, just for just to say, Mfethu, welcome to Charity Talk.
Sure, Cheezy. I think, we had a great day, as you said. It's always nice to see the guys together, man. I think even someone commented that, hey, that team can easily form a 3-5-2 and it can win the league. But Ngitikuye, welcome, my brother. I mean, you deserve it, and we all know that he's a brand. He's gonna add value to the team, and hopefully he does well, and we can do great things together. So welcome, yeah.
Welcome, yeah. Kila muna kene tabeng, Mfethu.
Sure.
I mean, Mfethu, as a prolific striker, Mfethu, somebody that has been
connecting.
I mean, look at the current state. Go on. Killer mulai. Khotsi. Mamela, man. I was talking, like, I've noticed we have a crisis. Most South Africa had it try come fit. Like, our strikers are really not hitting the back of the net, Joe. And I'm critical about the Chiefs strikers, Pirates, and Sundowns strikers, because that's where mostly of our national team players come from. I mean, Usheba Kaizer Chiefs, in fact, they have a Duba, they have Ranga, and they have Dupreez. Amongst Bona Kaufela, they just managed. Ranga scored 4 goals. Duba Lena, I think last season got really 2 or 1. This season hasn't scored. Dupreez Lena this season hasn't scored. Chivaviro looks like maybe he might turn the tables, because already Sakorile 2 goals out of 3 matches in fit. So why do you think maybe it's the best advice, or their weaknesses and strengths improve out on fit, like King into so that they can help their team? Because I need to look at also the Sundowns strikers, and let us compare and how best can these players become.
Sure, let's start ka Ranga. I think Ranga last season he only scored 4 goals the whole season, eh?
Yeah.
And then this season the new coach came in, and it looks like he believes in him, and as a striker, that's what you need. It's the same, like, you can always refer back to me. Well, when Pizzo came in, or when Pizzo believed in me, that's when I started. Even Stoikov, you were there. It was Stoikov, where everything was clear when he came. He was like, "You are number 1 striker. You are clear in your mind, and you from there you have a coach that believes in you. You're gonna score goals." And it seems like that's the case. No, Kalanga. Now, let's hope he's gonna continue the momentum. And he's a big boy, He's got all the attributes, the qualities, but I still think he misses a lot of easy chances, and he scores the difficult ones.
What means?
So
what means?
Yeah, what means? So you saw the last game against Sundowns. Okay, he scored a nice goal, but also I think 2 clear chances. He still missed them. And when you play for a team like Chiefs and Pirates, the supporters alone, they're not patient. They're not patient, especially strikers. And
Yeah,
for teams like Chiefs and Palace to win the league, you need your strikers to be firing in all cylinders,
yeah,
And then I think when it comes to Duba or Bamu Convert, Bamu Convert, I think the coach saw he's not an out and out striker. You can say the same as Dupreez, because the players that likes to drive wide, and they fast, they have pace. So normally when they get one-on-ones with the goalkeepers, they tend to struggle, and their game always takes them there to go one-on-one with goalkeepers. But when you're born as a striker, you need to take your chances. Like I said
yeah,
before, with us, I'll refer to myself. I'm not saying I've scored a lot of goals or enough goals, but you could see that this guy, when he gets 3 or 4 chances in a game, two will go in or one will go in. But it came because of we had services from you guys, like your Pelembes, Villagaz was there, Surprise was there, so the game became much easier. So with the creativity of you guys, but you still need to score goals, you still need to convert goals, but to do that, you have to work hard, my brother. You have to work hard. Stay behind after training or come in before the sessions. Hit the net and ask the goalkeeper to stay behind. Ask your wingers, your midfielders, to create chances for you at training, and you need to be. Hey, basa o pass, you tshwantse o ba kwatele. You remember I used to nekele kwatela,
yeah.
man. Tshwantse
Hey,
and have that arrogance. Have that arrogance as a striker, because that's the only way you're gonna survive. And you can't be happy that you finish a game without even a shot at goal. That's my main problem with South African strikers. It seems like they're comfortable with that. Like Ofesa game, our tally
yeah,
shot and target the one. It one games in the fit where defenders are tied on you, but you tell yourself that the next chance that is coming, I'm converting it. So it's hard work, cheesy. Stay behind, It's like Olena or ride a bicycle. You're gonna fall and fall until you get it right. So Lego game, it will come naturally. And I also don't think these guys, they became strikers by mistake. They've been scoring goals bophelo ba bona ba botlhe since they were youngsters. So I think maybe Hapeki, the matter of confidence, and striker it's a unique position. It's one of the goalkeepers. You need.
mhm,
I still believe we need striker coaches in our country, because it's a crisis, my man. It's the goal
yeah.
ratio. It's too low.
Yeah, no. One Nitikila, I'll second you on that one, Mfethu. So I think the message to Duba, to Avairo, to Praise, Chiefs, guys, do the extra
Yeah.
work, guys. Talk to the creative
That's the
guys
only
in the
way.
midfield there. About passage one, how you want the ball. Those things work. Stay behind with those midfielders that you think can pass you the ball.
Yeah.
Tell them what kind of runs, because sometimes you might make a run. Kanti your teammate already. Uchibalo yena mara hao understand. Understand.
Yeah, yeah.
So
You need,
the people
you
that
need
are
that
firing
bond.
right
Yeah,
now, what you're saying right now, kibale bako Orlando mfethu. Like Mfana, this
yeah,
Mabasa
yeah.
Mfana is firing all cylinders from last season. Coming into this season already raising his hand and saying, "I am the top man at Pirates." Ube amagopa kontle, the national team player, and what's the difference in between the Chief strikers and the Pirates strikers?
I think the difference is that they've been together for quite some time with the coach. I think it's been 3 seasons now. Even them, when they were starting, they were struggling a bit. And then we'll go back to to Mabasa. You remember when they went to the AFCON, he played well, but he couldn't take his chances. And you can see the qualities are there, the attributes are there to become a top player. Because he also had what you call offers from overseas, right? So it
Yeah,
means there's something there. And with Lepasa, he's a boy that I like. His movements, his physique,
yeah,
and it seems like the coach is believing in him now, and now he's starting to understand what's his role in the team. What he needs to do. Because our strikers tend to want to do what Cheese is doing, go the corner flag, come and want to be creative. and Baita all these Tamayas and Shibobos. So I think strikers need to understand their position in KA. You know, you can be out of the game like for 89 minutes, and that chance will come, and then you must take it. And that's the only way people will judge you. You know, strikers are judged by goals, especially when you play in big teams like Chiefs and Pirates, even Sundowns. So I think. The coach is believing in them this season. He's giving them the run. He's giving them the chance, and also big ups to them. Like they're starting to understand that what's their role in the team, and they're converting those chances. And as you said, they're in form right now.
Yeah, no, for sure. Ke a utlwa Kila mfethu, and I think same must go for the striker tsa Sundowns mfethu. Like ke batla ho bolela something Kila. Una la uthima ba re ke salesman mfana. That guy, they paid so much money. Okay, ba re mo fe nako mokgotsi. Ba re okay, how long? The team wants 3 points. Peter right now, Peter mfethu, yes, I know the qualities of Peter mfethu. You know, I know he works really hard. Even after the guys have left, I know Peter does a lot of extra training. But he's going through a phase of which you probably know as well as a
It
striker.
happens.
And then what makes it worse, then they bring in arenas. So what does that do to you as a striker? And also, if we rate those three, who would be the guy that you would really start with if you were to make a decision for Sundowns to play a striker?
I think it should be. It can go both ways, but it should be a motivation for you as a striker when they bring another striker. It means they're trying to create a healthy competition. Also, to take off the weight out of your shoulders as the main striker, that there can always be someone to come in and help you to score goals, you know. So it must motivate you as a striker that, you know what, but you can only do that by scoring goals. So now to shapa takele kwa or to shapa shibobo or they don't care. So and you've been go Sundowns, you know how they operate. There's always three players in one position. So and then they and always Sundowns always get it right. Kadi strikers, you know, from Kale, generations of Kale. You seen with Shalulile, but I think his Shalulile former is now. I think it was because of the injury or because of the workload he had previous seasons, but he's someone you can rely on. And then salesman, I've seen enough of him. But obviously, you know, Sundowns, when they scout players, they know what they're doing. You know, they're good at that. So, and you don't have time for Sundowns because, like I mentioned, you always have
Yeah,
3, 4 players in one position and quality players and international players. They brought in layers now. I think similar style as Shaulile, you know, they depend on your pace
yeah.
and but he's I think he's more say he's hungrier than the two at the moment. I think Shaulile is going through something. I don't know. I'm not there, but if I have to choose between the three, I'll go with Shaulile because you know what you're gonna get. You know what you're gonna get, and Reyes can always come in and help him. So I think with Sundowns, I'm not worried about strikers scoring goals because they have players that will create chances week in, week out. So strikers need to be mentally ready so that when those chances come, they take them, you know. So I'm not
Yeah.
worried about Sundown strikers, but it's just a face Yasha Ulile and Reyes came in, he's doing well. Salesman, I haven't seen enough of him, but with Sundowns, I know they will get goals.
Yeah, no, Kila. Thank you for your insight, Iprak, in what you've noticed with all these strikers that are playing for these big teams, and I hope there's lessons learned from the players
Yeah.
when they watch
Cause
this.
you
So
can't Because you can't tell me when you have Mshishi as your playmaker and Rivera as your playmaker. You can't tell me you go 3 games without getting 4 or 5 chances. So it's up to you as a striker. You know, it's up to you as a
are
striker.
you telling
So
me are you telling
they
are you
need to.
telling me, Kila, the difference for Coach Chivsy, Machida are not putting it on the plat because
They're
Kibona
not
batho ba
putting
ka
it
reng,
on the
they're
plot.
not giving it all.
Yeah, you need people that will put it, especially got the style they play, Sundowns. So you need that. And Coach Hivzi, it seems like the new coach came in. Uh, uh, what's his name? Serino's gonna be the main guy. and he can't do it alone, Mfana. As I mentioned now, there's Shishi, there's Rivero, there's other guys that are always there to put it on the platter. So with Chiefs, for me, they still lack that creativity, even if they brought Usorino, but he's alone. And why it's more high teams they plan, eh? Once they put someone more and it's over. So where are you gonna get your goals?
No, I kill Mfethu. I think Mfana, there's so much that you can unpack to and help in this country in terms of Tusadi Ntwana the sharpenet Mfethu. With that being said, guys, please do not leave. I got so much to ask Kila Mfethu. I'm gonna go short left, pay the bills, and I'll see you right back.
You see, it was this game that turned boys into giants. Even today's aces inherited the name from those who came before. Usavutha lo mlilo, buzalwa abaziyo, bazokutshela, lisegazini forever.
Betway is giving customers a chance to win big with their 4 to score free weekly prediction. Simply predict the first teams to score in 4 Betway Premiership matches, and you could win 50,000 Rand. Scan the QR code on screen now to enter. Get way more with Betway. Standard T's and C's apply.
Welcome back, SoccerBeat lovers. Bafethu, Mamela. The killer himself, Mulai,
Lisegazini.
is doing the most. Listen, Kazin, you can tell, you can hear. Or the guy Munakhala Shapanet, Bafethu. So, Mfethu, let's talk a little bit about you, Mfethu. I mean, I grew up under Orlando Pirates development, and at some stage I played against you, Cody, Caltex youth leagues at that time, and fortunate enough, we eventually had one game together, invitation near Cosmos, right? So I want to ask you, Ore, I mean,
Yeah, it was a tournament.
you only had two appearances and then left for overseas. How did that move come about? Because you left and went to France. How did that move come about, Khut?
Remember Mr. Son or Dr. Son was scouted me go from Brits. No, actually there was a guy, he passed on me, he's all rest in peace.
Yes.
Yeah, I used to play for Cosmos, so Utwa Brits, he's the one that scouted me actually, and then once here Ankisa Cosmos, and then that's when I joined the under 19s, and then I was promoted to the reserves, and I think 3 months into that, Jomo said, now, so I joined the first team, and like you said, I only played 2 games with the senior team, and it happened that there was a tournament. You were there, Mos.
Yes, I was there,
We
kid.
went
I
to
was
Norway.
there. Tell the story, my
Yeah, you were
friend. Tell
there
the story. What
because
happened?
so we went to France or Norway.
It was France. It was France to go
Mm.
play that
We
Coca-Cola tournament
we
or
went to
something.
France. Yes. Yeah. So what Jomo was doing, now he was taking all these under 19 players from other teams like Napika, the best players. That's when Luenaba Pikile, and there were guys from Tax and there were guys from Zambia, if I remember correctly. And then we went overseas. No, twin ne? Yeah, we were twin
Yeah, I was
strikers.
Saturday strike,
And
I'm good.
yeah. Hey, I again Mahwali. And then I don't know. I was the top goal scorer. You were second top goal scorer, if I remember correctly, and we lost quarterfinal, and then that's when I was scouted. And you were also scouted. We were supposed to go together. I don't know what happened, Kayo deal. And then that's when they took the other guy. I remember that guy, Kanu, Lutulam Fukeng. I think he also played for Celtics or something. Yeah, so me and Kanu, we were scouted. We went that side, and then, hey, you know him, Brajay, man. Hey. Ouattara France. So there was a team. Strasbourg wanted us to buy us outright, like, but they were like, Brajay was like, no, man, this money it's only enough for one player, no. So one never was really 2, and then I think Kanu was sent to Lille. He went to Lille, and then I stayed go Strasbourg, and then that's how my move came about.
Yeah, no, Killer, and I always have this question because it's a check out fit. I mean, you had about what 19 appearances there, only scoring 5. You know, I looked at it and I'm like, hey, maybe my friend was missing me because I know I was supposed to go with you to that team. You know,
Yeah,
and things
yeah.
happened. So just take me through, Njero, but like how was the league compared to our league? As much as you just played 2 games at that time, but how was the league? Did you find it difficult to score? Did you find it
Yeah,
difficult
it
to
was.
actually get communication with the players?
Yeah, it was very difficult. The transition was very difficult. You know, what's my I'm South Africa. You never played professional this side. You go that side. There's a 19-year-old boy. You know, without your family, and then you have to adjust to the culture, the weather, the food, everything, the language. It was difficult, and that league is physical, my brother. That league is physical. Like it starts from training. You can feel like yo, adiko. So it was a difficult transition for me. And remember, back then there was no social media. There was no
Yeah,
social media, and also can sharp. So when how phone that in so go those more public phones. Sometimes it's
yeah, yeah,
cold. You can't talk to your family. The food, the language. You know, you have to adjust quickly. But all the youngsters, and you get these opportunities, you have to grab them. You know, I told myself that you know what, ke tlo dula more, and I'll make it. And I tried my best, and unfortunately, the coach that took me to the first team was fired, and they brought in a new coach, and then that's when I experienced the racism. I won't say
yeah.
the words he said to me, but so it was difficult, and I was loaned out to another team in France, second division. Also, it was a bit difficult, and I had to come back home because of they can't register you twice. Go France. The rule you can't register twice for the same team. So I had to make a plan, and that's when I came back to join SuperSports.
I know I'm fair to like you know what I think something that is always being said by the players that have left the African shores to go to European countries is that racism thing that is happening, Killer. And I'm sorry, my brother, you had to go
Yeah,
through
yeah,
something like that, but I think it's something that's been happening for many years, and that thing is gotta stop, Buffet. So that
yeah,
Nati
yeah.
we can also share our talents or country. So now, Mkhoti, you come back to
Yeah, exactly.
SuperSport, and 3 years ago, SuperSport. You know, adjustment how fitting into Kevin was the coach, right?
No, it was Pizzo. Remember when I came back first time, got loan. Pizzo was the
Yes,
coach, and for me to go to SuperSport is because of. Remember we went to. I was called up. My first call up. Dala Kosafa Mauritius. and
yes.
and I didn't know Pizzo. I only knew the name back then. That there was a young coach who was doing well in South Africa, by the name of Pizzo Mshiman. And we met go hotel, and then surprisingly he knew my name, and we spoke a bit. And it's like, nah, anytime you want to come back and play football, you want to you
Yeah,
want to play professional football, call me anytime. And when all those things were happening, go France. I remembered, oh, Kanja, I met Pizzo once, and he mentioned something like, if I want to come back, I can always call him. And I spoke to my agent, and he made a call. Same night, I was on a flight back to South Africa.
yeah, I know. I'm fit to pick up to Mdala. You know, guys. If you don't know, Coach Peter used to carry this school bag, guys. Come on, get that check out fair. He knows
Yeah.
each and every player. And like you were saying, Mfetu,
Yeah, the player.
Umagetu, where does this coach know me from? You know, and big up to him for
Yeah,
always
yeah,
looking
you
out
know.
for special
Yeah.
talent and managed to pick you up, Killer, brought you back, Mzansi. You know, things didn't go that well. Go Super Sport. You know, very limited game time and scoring. You know, but you pull in a good interest in that roko that. So mamela ntwana. It's a chief that
No,
I saw it
you
yeah,
know what happened. You know what happened with Super Sports? When I joined them, first time I joined them, got loan. I did well because I came in nearly second half of the league. I scored 11 goals. That's when Sundowns were interested more. But remember, I was still contracted to the team, go France, to Strasbourg.
yes.
And then the following season, that's when Pizzo left and went to the national team as an assistant coach.
Yes.
So myself, I had to go back to France as well. But when I went back, we made an agreement with SuperSport. If ever I decide to come back to South Africa, I gave them the first option. I was going to join them. So when I went back, things didn't work out, and Sundowns came in. They wanted to buy me when Petrus took over. After like 2 years or 3 years after Petrus took over, they wanted to buy me outright, and I refused. I said I kept my words. I was like, no, I'm joining SuperSports again. But I was joining SuperSports because I thought Peter was gonna be there longer. So when SuperSports came, they bought me outright from the team, and I came back. Then Peter left. Kevin came in, and it was a bit difficult because the style of football he plays. I didn't suit the style of football that he was playing, but I also stayed for another season, and whenever I was given a chance, I scored because I was still being called to national team, so it means I was doing well, but I was not scoring enough goals, for a striker. So I joined Sundowns because of, as I said, when I first came on loan, they were interested in me, so they were like, no, we wanted him before. Let's get him. So they did the double deal with me and Ba, if I remember correctly. That's when that's how we joined Sundowns.
So actually, SuperSport has always been a supplier of course Sundowns. Mara guys, hey,
Yeah,
killer,
from Sal.
So they always break the bank. Hey, usho account statement and co. It's a Sundowns. But anyway, killer, your move. Now achieve Tamkhoti, clock up. How fit Mfana, yo. Mamela, it was like now you just turned up the notch. Unkile Stofo from 3 Mkhoti was 6. Yeah? And then you ended up winning the top goal scorer, right? 2009, 2010 season. I'm an Anut Shapa left and right. I mean, for those that don't know, Fit, Killer scored 48 goals in 116 appearances for Sundowns. I mean, really, Fit, ratio, that's like you scoring after every second game, no Shapa net. And I was there to witness it, Mfana. So what changed? What changed when you got to Sundowns?
Yeah. Also, when I joined Sundowns, it was difficult. I had a lot of injuries, and like I mentioned before, with Sundowns, they don't have time to wait for you. So the first season I got there, it was difficult. Cheers. We had Mbesuma, we had Sibuse Zuma, we had Lungisani Ndlela, we had Vilagazi, we had Sheikh Singwenya, we had Shabangu, and those people can play in a similar position. And I'm talking about quality here. So my first season was a bit difficult. I remember first game played against Free State Stars. It was at MTN 8. And surprisingly, I was chosen to start the game out of all these guys. I scored my first goal, first game for Sundowns. Everything was going well. Following week, we had to play SuperSport semi-final, top 8. Finally, during warm-up, I tear my hamstring. No, it was my quad. I tear my quad during warm-up, back to the pecking order. When I came back, it was difficult. This season I struggled, but I was still given a chance. I struggled until Stoikov came in. Until Stoikov came in. When Christo, yes, you remember Christo from the legendary Barcelona player. So when he came in, I think it was a time when we went for the Confed camp, before the Confed or after the Confed, I can't remember.
It was
yeah. So there was rumors that because there was rumors that I was gonna be loaned out. I think I was supposed to go to Santos and stuff. So when I came back, you guys were training. I think you guys were training. Katlego, we had to come back and report. And then he called me on the side, like, how are you? I know your name, but he didn't know my age. He asked me, how old are you? I said, I'm 20 something. I was like, really? I thought you're older than that. Why? I don't know. The way you play, you matured and stuff. So it's like, to cut the long story short, you have offers. You're not going anywhere. You're my main striker out of all these guys. And you know, Cheez, if a coach believes in you and says that to you, you're going to fight for him, Dwana. You're going to then that's how I started scoring goals at Sundowns because
No,
I knew I
you
had the coach that believed in me.
you said it before, Mfana, because if I look at uh, when you went back to SuperSport, Gavin came in. Coach Gavin plays a different type of a game, and
Yeah,
me growing up playing with you, I know you were never a player who wanted to really hit the ball too much. And I remember a
fight
session
the
go Sundown.
defenders. Yeah.
Yeah, no, somebody did concussion and what, coach. I know. And then Rico, coach, coach decided to start working with you on that. You guys would stay behind
Yeah, yeah,
because Coach Rico still had the technique in
yeah, yeah.
front. He would cross the ball for you. Started
Because
heading the ball.
he was a former striker as well. During his days, he was a striker and he knew how to score goals. So it was easier for us strikers. Bo Mabuti, bo Pelembe,
Yeah.
bo yourself as well. You were scoring goals under Stoikov. So it was a bit easy because you were the guy who who taught you how to do it. So it was a bit easier for us. When we use the wrong technique, he'll tell you, no, do it like this. When you have to kick a free kick it like this. Those small things, they help. And
Yeah.
that's when we started scoring goals.
Yeah, no, for sure, man. Big up to Coach Risto Stoichkov. I think a legend in his own right. A master in his own right. I think he came back. He added a bit into that killer machine that is there. And you became one of the top strikers. And even me as your teammate at that time, I knew that all I need to do is just make sure Mvana, I put the cheese there so that you know what you do the job and then everybody. So as time went on, then Coach Pito came in, Park, and you were still doing great. You were still doing good. And I remember you picked up, I think it was a knee injury, and you were out for quite some
Yeah,
time. And after
for
being
nine
out for some
months.
time, 3 months, you came back. Coach was saying, hey,
Nine.
Kila is a little bit overweight. He must work hard. And like you said, playing for a team like Sundowns, Mvana, once you are injured and you're out, somebody comes in there, he takes your position. And I'm sure it was frustrating for you, Mfetu, hearing, people talking about, yeah, but Kila is overweight and what. How did you take that thing of people saying I'm overweight? Because I know you need a strong heart to actually go through those kind of phases or situation.
Yeah, it was difficult. It was difficult. You need to be mentally strong to deal with such, especially such criticisms. But you remember, I got injured and I was out for 9 months. That was during Neskins. I think may his soul rest his peace.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. All right.
I stayed out for 9 months, and when he went, Pizzo came in. When Pizzo came in, I just came back from that long injury, and then because of our time together from SuperSports and Bafana Bafana, he still believed in me. He knew Killer like a killer from before. So he didn't give me enough time to recover from that knee. He threw me into the deep end because remember, we were struggling then. We
Yeah.
were, when he came in, we were in the 13th position, I remember. And for me, it was difficult because I still needed to get match fitness. And that's when, you remember, he even said in one meeting that next season is gonna get new players, three players each position, and that's when he went for your Billards and Dolis and others. But I don't think it was more because of my qualities or it. I think they wanted to take a different direction and a different philosophy than you remember the players they brought. They changed the style of play. They were more from Trompo to the wingers, behind defense and when you come back from that injury, you lose a bit of your explosiveness, and that was one of my strongest points. And it was a bit difficult for me. And next man, because that was a horrific injury, and from there I had to move on, just like any other players.
Yeah, for sure. I think lesson learned here to these future youngsters that sometimes in football you are gonna come across these long layoffs, but you need to be strong mentally so that you can be able
Mentally,
to
you
bounce
need.
back. You need to have that mindset. Please, guys, stay tuned, Bafetu. We are going. Me and Kila Mamela. Ntse ke phasa fela, o ntsa shapa dirane. So I'm gonna take a short left, get breaking, and then I'll see you when I come back later.
Congratulations, Mukete Mutawung 996, the latest winner of the Adidas 3,000 Rand voucher right here on SoccerBeat. If you didn't win, maybe you can win next time too. Continue to look out on our socials at SoccerBeatZA for more details about more Adidas giveaways where you can stand a chance to win yourself also a 3,000 Rand voucher to spend and buy yourself the new Orlando Pirates merchandise or anything from Adidas. Standard T's and C's apply.
Welcome back, welcome back. I'm glad that you are still glued onto your phone, onto your screens, and watching this beautiful chat between me and this legendary striker, Wafit. Kilamfet, Bafana is playing the World Cup qualifier now on Friday. What's your take and what are you hoping for, Mfetu? How do you see this Bafana side? Kila, so Mfana, like, just take me through, like, the World Cup, Mfetu. We hosted the World Cup at Proaca, and Coach Pereira, the Brazilian, was here. And what did he leave behind for us? He brought Cafu for us, but after the World Cup, what did he leave for us so that we can remember him? And like, you scored against France, you know, I was so excited and happy for you, seeing you get that goal. And also the pressure that it came with hosting the World Cup at home. How was the feeling, Proaka, for playing the World Cup right in front of your home fans?
Yo, it was crazy because, you know, everyone was so excited and then everything happened so fast, my brother. But one thing I can tell you that during that World Cup, we were one of the fittest teams in the tournament. Because remember, we went to all these camps. I think 3 months prior to the World Cup, we went to camps. We went to Brazil, we went to Germany, we even camped when we were this side. We played against all these top sides, Mexico's and stuff. And then we did well during our friendlies. And the World Cup brought people together, you know, white, blacks, and blue, and, you know, we all came together. So that's always going to be there. And the infrastructure now you know, it's beautiful. We have beautiful stadiums now because of the World Cup. So the legacy is there. But on my side, it was difficult because you must remember Benny was supposed to lead the team, and the coach had to make a call because I think he had his own problems. Go West. He was still go West Ham, ne?
Yeah.
I think he had his problems there, and then he gained a little bit of weight. And remember us when we were going to these camps, they were not allowed to come because it was not approved by FIFA, you know. So the local players were allowed to go to these camps because I think SAFA and PSL had an agreement, or they were trying to help the coach to achieve. So we were one of the fittest teams. And to be honest, if we were in any other group besides that group, I think we're going through. We're going through to the next round because one one win, one lose for the tournament. It's not bad. It's not bad, but I think goal difference was against us, and we played against difficult opponents. I think the mistake we made, we thought France was gonna be the strongest opponent in the group. Only to come back to find that Uruguay were the best. You know, when we played against Suarez and Forlan and all these other guys, but I could see the quality in the pitch. How these guys don't lose the ball. How they pushing themselves. How they cheat. You touch him, Kanya, and they fall on top of those small details. That's the experience I'm talking about, and the technique was different, bro. Everything, the organization, like, Cheez, you were like, we put so where are we gonna get our chance? And also the red card there, it didn't help us, as well. And then I think against Mexico, Shava scored a brilliant goal. You know, he still goal. We also had a chance at the final moment of the game. I think I had a chance. But because of, I think the ball came more on my left and I had to stretch, so I didn't get the full or proper contact with the ball. So, Kaisha Pagadi starts, that's when he hit the post. But and then France, we also had chances. There's one I hit the goal post as well. but I managed to score. So the pressure was there because everyone was talking about Benny, and I had to be strong mentally, and to have a coach like Pereira, who's been in the World Cup, who's won the World Cup before, he understood the situation, so he was always there for us. And obviously, Peter was there, always encouraging me. So it was difficult but fun tournament, and that's when everyone now started recognizing us. You can see Kashaba is all over the world now. He's doing the draws, go careful.
Mamela.
So yeah, it
They're
left
ends.
the
They're
legacy.
ends.
Yeah, yeah. So when some players got offers overseas, I remember Bongano went to Tottenham. Pa went to, was it Sweden or somewhere, and then who's the other one? Yeah, most players got offers overseas, and they changed their lives. So the World Cup, it will always remain in our hearts.
Yeah, for sure, Kila Mfethu. I myself can concur with that, Mfethu. I think we were the fittest guys. I know. I was not part of the
Yeah,
last one that was selected in the last camp,
yeah.
Mzansi.
But you were
I
there
knew.
during the camps.
Yeah, no. We worked really hard. Kila.
Oh,
And
was
and
hectic.
big up to you, Mfethu. Big up to you, Mfethu, for having that moment. And I think now, Kila, the only thing I can ask you now, and like, who was the finest teammate you've ever played with? Mhlanga, look, you wadlala lona.
Funniest. You mean where? Sundowns,
It,
everywhere I went.
it doesn't matter. Chiefs, Sundowns, SuperSport. Who was the guy Lori Mataki? We can't do without this guy in the change room.
Okay, Sundowns, I'll go with you. And
Me, yahlanya na.
you and Gledle, because you were the guys that I was close with, and you were always funny. Ka language ya sa itse we motho a sa understand, I so understand. And then
Baba
the
Bob
things
Dola.
he just, yeah, oh God, what's that? and and then you had Bob Gledle, trading guys with Bob Gledle, but he was a funny
Yeah,
character as well.
yeah, no, for
Nice
sure.
guy to be around.
Yeah,
And then Chills, you had Chills. I had Kune, who's always making jokes. He's the guy. He's never angry. He's always playful, and Super Sports. I'll go with Pa, the actions are Pa.
yeah. Hey,
So he was
hey,
literally. Oh, there was a guy called Tivo. He was always angry. That guy.
yes,
Tieti Mahoa.
yeah,
Tieti Mahoa.
yeah.
Yeah. So these are the guys I can remember.
Yeah, for sure, man. Those are memories in fun I'll never forget. Because when you have such people around you, they always cheer you up, even if you're having a bad day. There's always people that will make you
But
smile.
but
So,
also.
are you hitting? Killer is hitting the ball. Killer, man. Ubata ukora na. Guys, Killer Mfethu. Before I let you go, Mkhotsi, just a quick one. This is normally my one. Ne? I want you.
Yeah.
The winner stays. Ke batla ho tseba ka di-striker. O tseba di-striker kaofela, Tiaka. So if
Yeah.
I say to you right now, between Kabamba Musasa and Collins Mbesuma, who would you go for?
Besum,
Mbesuma Raseleman.
you want me to explain?
No, don't explain. I want you
Oh,
to give me a name. Mbesuma or the late Raseleman, may his soul rest in peace.
that guy was my partner in crime, but I don't think people seen him enough, or because of the tragedy. Uh,
Killer, I will need a
quality
name. I need
wise,
a name.
Besum,
I need a name. Mbesuma.
Besum, yeah,
Okay. Mbesuma Mabuti Kanyes.
Kanyeza,
Ntofo Otie, my friend. Yeah?
Kanyeza,
Okay. Kanyeza, Phil Masinga.
Phil, my role model.
Phil Masinga or Leslie Manyatel? The late.
Manyatel.
Manyatela or Penny McCarthy?
Ah. Benny.
Penny. Penny or Bradley Hobler?
Yeah. Benny.
Penny or Max Maponyan?
Benny.
The last one. Penny or Katlego Mphela?
Sanke.
You are inside, my man. You are in the top 3, eh? So I need to know. Penny or Katlego Mphela? That's your last one.
What do you think? What do you think?
No, it's for you, my friend, not for me.
Benny.
Penny, all right. No, sure. No, Kilamfetu, thank you so much, Autaka, for your time, man. You know, SoccerBeat lovers. You know, when we talk football, we can talk about this thing the whole day, the whole night. So many things to unpack, guys. Thank you, Kila, so much, Autaka, for your time in Fetu. And yeah, with that being said, Autaka, we shall meet Koli Kazin, Autaka. You know, that's where me and you are always at.
Yeah.
And
The bombs.
and then yeah, Kiko high, and just making sure that a lot of people come in and watch SoccerBeat and also come to the stadiums. With that being said, SoccerBeat lovers, it's your boy Cheezy Manizi. Kamena Kawena. I'm out.
SoccerBeat, ouça!